for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the Divisional Round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready. Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, line, ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You know?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Striker, 3-3. Blue striker. Set.
Off the play fake, Mon. Got a man, it's Jeudy complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Mon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hey, go Fury.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run once more with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Wilson. A throw on the money there to Doolin. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Black apron.
Mon now off of play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
On third down, here's Taylor. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So, now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They go play action here. Mon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Wait.
Mond out of the shotgun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
42 yards for him on the ground so far. A great start to this divisional round contest. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go to the ground again with Taylor. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
The guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Steal, black. Strike, check, strike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Got his man, it's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
6, 7. Real green.
Bond going to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
And this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mon. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long way.
Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Wilson on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Mond looks to throw on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Back to the air, Mond. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now some pointing up front and a flag down. This might just move them back 5. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Mond looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Off the play fake, Mond. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds throws it incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Again, it's Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Quick slant here to Woods. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to...
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Paris Campbell, 42 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some space here. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Faison. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The slot man in motion right. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. This pass caught. It's Woods.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mond. And
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yeah, this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Chaz Surratt. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On 1st down, here's Mon. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mon. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going up top for Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, 50 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Rolling to his left. This pass caught by Hamler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Broncos going to continue on as we say so long, everybody, and thanks for watching.